Hi students, welcome to this course, PLC Automation, an introduction to programmable logic controllers. I am Professor Yao. Selecting a PLC. Objective. Keywords. Industrial control. Selecting a PLC. At the end of this chapter, you will be able to identify the precursors of the PLC. Explain the roles of the PLC and the PC in industrial control. List some of the factors to consider in selecting PLC. Introduction. Keywords. How it configured. The programming equipment. To carry out machine controls. Intermediate functions. Data handling functions. We should now have a good idea of what a PLC is, how it is configured, how its CPU, I/O interface, and the power supply interact, and the programming equipment, and the procedures necessary to get such devices to carry out machine controls. We have looked at basic PLC programming, basic PLC functions, intermediate functions, and data handling functions. Industrial control and the rise of the PLC. Keywords. Industrial automation. Machine and process control. Pneumatic controllers. Compressed air. Flexible, economical, and safe. Electrical shock hazards. In conjunction with PLC and industrial computers. The microprocessors. Industrial automation with its machine and process control had its origin in the 1920s with the advent of rudimentary pneumatic controllers. These devices using compressed air were flexible, economical, and safe. Created no spark hazard in an explosive atmosphere, and it could be used under wet conditions without electrical shock hazard. Even today, pneumatic control is widely used in conjunction with PLCs and industrial computers in all sorts of machine and process control applications. Even though pneumatic had and still has its advantage, especially with the advent of digital logic pneumatic control components, as an actual controlling devices, it began to be replaced by discrete solid-state controllers in the 1960s. The big leap into true automation and industrial control, however, took place with the arrival of the microprocessor in the early 1970s. Now, it was the program or software that modeled and emulated the modulating control that had been previously achieved by hardwiring discrete gates, encoders, decoders, computers, timers, flip-flop, and a similar digital circuitry. The PLC versus the PC. Keywords. The dismiss of the PLC. Industrial PC. IPC. Membrane type keyboard. Moisture, grease, dirt, general industrial grime. To diagnose and troubleshoot. In early 1990s, many in the industry began to predict the dismiss of the PLC. They felt that as the power of PCs increased, such machines would eventually kill off the PLC. One would just hand some I/O capability off the back of the PC and install a powerful, fully functional PLC. The industrial PC differs from the PLC mainly in its packaging and software. The industrial PC differs from the PLC mainly in its packaging and software. Although the PC has membrane type keyboards to protect against moisture, grease, dirt, and the general industrial grimes, and may have enclosed shield video display as well. It is less protected than the more rugged PLC. See figure 28.1. The PLC, nonetheless, is built for specific purpose. It has unique components and architecture to make it better for control. It also has software designed for a particular job. It has cyclical scan that can be monitored easily. The PLC is relatively easy to diagnose and troubleshoot. So, what it is to be PC or PLC? The answer, of course, is both, depending on the application. This is the industrial PC, IPC. Homework. Handwriting all keywords and submitting them to course Facebook. Just do the online quiz, and see you next time.